Amazing, amazing, amazing.
Hello and welcome to I've Seen Everything, where the name is ironic and the reactions are... Hi everyone, my name's Andrew and welcome to yet another movie reaction out here on the ISE channel. Today we have a special one that everybody has loved this past year. I loved this past year, Project Hail Mary. I had an interesting experience with Project Hail Mary. I saw it once in the theater. I did not know going into this was another Andy Weir story. I didn't know this was the same person who wrote The Martian. I went to go see this movie in the theater with my wife because she read the book and she really wanted to go see this movie. So when I went, I had no idea what I was walking into. I knew Ryan Gosling was in it. I knew that it was some kind of a sci-fi type thing. Didn't know anything else about it. Went in, loved it. Absolutely blind, loved it. I think Andy Weir, at least as far as his movie adaptations of his novels so far, he has a pretty incredible average. They've only done 2, and people have loved both of them. At this point, you have to imagine that any book that Andy Weir will be releasing is going to have movie rights sought after pretty much immediately. What do I have to say on the front end of Project Hail Mary here? Not much. Most people know what they need to know about this movie at this point, but it's a great premise for a movie. The sun is dying, or the sun is being attacked, being, destroyed slowly by something. The Earth and the rest of the solar system around it is cooling, and then we find out it's the whole universe. That's a pretty big problem. All but one place. So I don't want to waste any more time. Let's just go ahead and get into it. But before we do, I want to make sure to invite you to check out the Patreon. The full-length reaction to this movie is available over on the Patreon right now. There's full-length reactions to other movies over there, exclusive television show reactions, all kinds of stuff. I hope you go over there and check it out and consider becoming a patron. Any support that you offer over there or over here is always greatly appreciated. And speaking of over here, if you'd be so kind as to go ahead and hit the like and subscribe buttons, click the bell so you can see when I'm putting out new videos. And that is it, folks. Let's not waste another moment. Let us get into watching 2026's Project Hail Mary. Here we go.
Eye movement.
Yeah, that would freak you out. Something like that just coming at you as you're waking up.
You may experience some memory loss. Difficulty speaking.
Man, this thing is relentless. He's not even free of the thing he woke up in, and they're already trying to shave stuff off of him. Yeah. He just woke up, and the only people he finds are dead. I mean, he is being asked to handle a lot in a very short period of time.
Why is there an atomic resolution scanning electron microscope? Why do I know that? Am I smart?
There's something inherently suspect about having to ask, are you smart?
Where are the living people?
Dr. Ryland Grace. End of manifest.
I can't be.
That's quite a crazy way to find out that you are on a spaceship and you are the only surviving member of the crew.
Hey, callers.
Current transmission time is 11 years.
Nope, you're wrong.
No, computer, you're wrong. I know how far we are from Earth.
That's not our son.
Yeah, that means you are way, way, way further away than you thought you were.
Oh my god. Sorry, I have to go now.
Wow. If you have a scientist on there and see something and immediately says, sorry, I have to go, that means something seriously bad has just been realized.
Are they really eating the sun? The space dots?
That is a great question. Curious what your parents think about that? I'm not sure it should come from me.
It's also sad, but also probably very true that that kind of thing would have a lot of people disagreeing, and you don't want to walk into that with kids and their parents and all the potential problems that brings.
What is the Petrova line?
And she won't quit asking.
That's the dots?
What dots?
You have kids that don't even know.
So no big whoop.
It's a small to medium whoop. Over the next 30 years, the Earth could cool maybe 10 to 15 degrees.
It's not that they shouldn't know, but they're kids, and this is a bad position for him to be in. This is like a nightmare as far as the parents complaining.
Right now, the best minds in the entire world are on it.
The best minds on the planet are on it. And then cut to this very messy shot of him just trying to figure out even who he is.
So I had one more.
This is the world's hope, the universe's hope. This guy. Everyone laughs at that one. Everyone laughs at the element of surprise.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Not good at jokes.
Not good at jokes, who?
Good one. Way to keep it going too long, Grace.
The Goldilocks zone is for idiots, why everyone is wrong about life.
I was fired.
You were fired for calling the leading scholar in your field a staggering waste of carbon at the UNESCO conference in Denmark.
I mean, it's a pretty strong statement to make about all these great scientific theories and everything we think we've known all this time. Oh yeah, these people are idiots, and this guy is a staggering waste of carbon, which is a incredible scientific burn.
That's, Kevin, no running.
I'm not.
That's Kevin's only contribution, and yet perfect.
Water is required for life on Earth, sure, but a completely different planet might have completely different conditions. I don't know why that makes me such a nut.
I need you to come with us.
It is amazing how this visually escalates so quickly. She was just one person approaching him at the beginning, and now he's surrounded by government vehicles.
It's a rise on the surface of the sun. Does that sound like a water-based life form to you?
Sun's really dying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's a huge task to try to address. How do you even begin with that, you know? Here, save the universe, please.
Just one thing, the entire room is filled with argon. Just try not to rip your suit.
No pressure, you know? Just, little detail. Keep in mind.
Am I expendable? Is that why you want me?
That's not the only reason.
It's almost like you don't care if I die.
It's a little strong to say we don't care if you die. Also, he said, it feels like you want me because I'm expendable, and she said that's not the only reason, basically confirming that he's expendable.
Welcome to Earth.
It's like the Venom symbiote. Takes him over all of a sudden. Ah!
Are they alive?
They're moving.
What are they made of?
It took like 200 years to figure out how bacteria work, so...
Please do it faster.
Please do it faster than 200 years. Please do it considerably faster. Like, we need an hour, maybe.
I'm dying to do this all day.
Okay, well, that at least worked. That at least allowed you to see into it.
It's a cell.
Wake up! It's a cell! Applause.
Guys!
Mandatory applause. Mandatory applause.
Oh, died.
What?
This is great news. Now we can find out what they're made of.
Okay, well, way to find the positive in the fact that one of your only samples died, but...
Carbon, oxygen, hydrogen.
Oh.
It's made almost entirely of water.
So, his theory was wrong, at least in reference to this, but how does a water-based life form exist on the sun in that kind of extreme heat?
The light is how they move.
They consume the sun's energy and then they expel it for propulsion. They toot to scoot, basically.
I mean, who among us do not toot to scoot after the right type of meal, you know? A little graphic, but there you are.
Thank you for your help. I'm glad you didn't die. Let's pack this up.
Man, she just has to be no nonsense all the time. But she's got a mission, man. She has to move quick. They don't have a lot of time to waste.
At the school you said there were thousands of people more qualified than you.
I was being modest.
I don't need modest. I need people who think they're right when everyone else thinks they're wrong. I need people who piss other people off.
I mean, she makes a fair point. She can't sit here and BS with his confidence. Not now. Not when they're doing this. She needs someone who can believe in themselves enough to try and take risks. There's not really time for anything else right now.
Why would you leave the sun and go to Venus?
Maybe fresh air.
Venus's atmosphere is mostly CO2.
Maybe that's fresh air to them.
I mean, Carl, bringing the good points. Sometimes the best points are the simplest.
Do we have an expense account?
We don't. But I do.
Hey, man. Carl enjoyed hanging on to that one for a few seconds.
So if the dots move when you turn the lights on, that means they're looking for CO2.
Thus proving the Carl hypothesis.
Hey, and because Carl had a good idea, Carl gets a hypothesis named after him. Potentially one that could help save the universe.
The astrophage moved off the slide. If I open the door in the light, they're gonna escape. At least now they're in the box.
And so just put this box in another box.
Man, Carl is bringing the heat. Carl is a good perspective to have because he's not too close to it like Grace. And he can keep kind of a simplistic view of it. It's like, you're making it too hard. Just do this. Carl deserves credit.
Go ahead and close it over. I can hear you.
Yeah, I hope this works because they are literally screwing that thing shut.
There's one.
Yeah.
There's two.
The Three Musketeers, the Three Stooges.
Boom. But then,
Uh-oh. What?
oh, this is a big deal.
Are you sitting down?
No, I'm standing like a grown man.
This is the fourth. We're fathers, Carl.
No, I'm sitting down.
That one get Carl to sit down. This is the leap forward.
Hot.
Carl and I made a baby.
That's a way to put it. You found out how they breed.
Don't move.
What's up?
Yeah, before he even gets off the call, Carl's got the order.
Some water. He gave me a pill and it's still in my throat.
2 venti coffees? Thank you so much. Water for
Or
him.
coffee. That's.
I need both.
That says something about how much coffee she drinks if she knows she needs to be double coffee.
Shower. I'm good. I'm sober.
Again, just deep end after deep end after deep end. But again, it's just that's how fast they're moving.
Dr. Ryland Grace, and he figured out how to breed astrophage.
How did you do it?
How long does the process take? Does it reproduce by mitosis or meiosis?
We need like one question at a time, otherwise it's gonna be all jumbled, you know.
Carl and I made a mini Venus out of a plywood box. As soon as the samples recognized the spectral signature of CO2, they're like, whoop, there it is.
I mean, the most universal language. Whoop, there it is. Well, everybody knows what that means.
We estimate an 8-day doubling time under optimal conditions. Dr. Grace is right. It is the CO2.
That's why they're going to Venus.
They're going to breed.
Whoop, there it is.
I mean, to have your whoop, there it is, seconded in front of the greatest scientists in the world, it's quite a moment, you know.
House setting?
11.9 light years away. It is uninfected.
Why?
We decided to build a ship to go there and find out.
The astrophage is the fuel.
Everything comes together, everything moving very, very quickly. As soon as you figure out how to do this, like, oh, we need like a huge amount of this in order to power the ship we need to go try to figure out what's going on.
One mistake and that much astrophage could vaporize California.
Which is why you now live on a boat in the middle of the ocean in Keynes.
You live on the high seas now in case everything goes kablooey. Back into the expendable thing again, you know.
There won't be enough fuel for a round trip, so they sent their findings back to Earth on probes.
But the astronauts die in space?
Yes.
The honor of dying in space to help save the universe. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, unfortunately, if it's their best option, it's that versus, you know, all the intelligent life in the world, in the universe, or all the life in the universe in general.
It almost certainly won't work. It's what you Americans would call a long shot.
Hail Mary.
The alternative is to just do nothing and watch everything on this planet go extinct, including us.
Wow. That's a pretty stark set of options. And for them to even admit that their best chance has very little chance of working. It almost certainly won't work, her words. And that's the best you've got.
Commander Yao, you make a funny face in every picture. Ilyukna, you seem to have had a lot of friends. I wish you were still here.
What a hard moment. To try to eulogize people you don't know and to try to pay proper respect to them.
You were both very loved. You deserve much more than this.
I'll do my best to make sure that you don't. I'll do my best.
Wow. That's all any of us can do. As hard as it is to accept sometimes, that's all any of us can do. And again, to eulogize these people he doesn't really remember, but they gave their lives to try.
Approaching Tau Ceti orbit.
What an interesting kind of moment of detachment from reality where you think the fantasy is real for a moment, you know?
You are now orbiting Tau Ceti.
I mean, as if we didn't already have him thrown into enough things he's unfamiliar with. Apparently he didn't get the zero-G training, at least not that he remembers. This is an interesting moment. There's a break in the Petrova line, and he thinks that's why, for some reason. They're like, oh no, that's not a break in the Petrova line. That is a ship. And all of a sudden, you are not alone out there.
Blip A detected.
What's a blip A?
Blip A is the huge ship that is headed towards you right now, and is going to end up being one of the most meaningful things of your life. It's a very interesting ship design. It looks like a bunch of steel rods, basically.
No. Let's go, Mary. Pilot detected.
Thing is so scary that's like, I don't care that I'm not a pilot. Let's just, we need to leave. Well done. Success. Sure, it won't come right back or anything. Oh, wait.
Blip A detected.
What do they want?
Apparently, he's a much better pilot than you are, which, let's be honest, not hard to do. You have no pilot training. I'm surprised you're doing this well. Give up. Just give up. Should have gone to piloting school.
Flip B detected.
It could be a message. It could be a bomb.
Yeah, they just came all the way over there to throw a bomb at you, blow you up. Why would they go all this effort just to blow you up? Think. You did not blow up, Grace. Now you just feel silly.
Why is it moving so much slower than the last one? They think I'm dumb.
Well, I mean, if you're going off the available information, which you did last time. Wow. Imagine that being the first time you're potentially going to go out into space with no training from anybody.
No.
Yeah, totally fair reaction. Totally fair reaction. But then you didn't account for that. So once again, deep end. Wow. Again, never even done a spacewalk. Victory. I don't know how he managed to pick it back up, but he got it.
Most of this equipment won't work in zero gravity. We make gravity.
Centrifuge?
Centrifuge.
They used them to make butter during the Civil War. Fun fact.
That's incredibly useful right now, Grace. So if you're going to make butter in space, you're all set. But as far as what they're concerned about, you're going to make gravity. So in this way, you are the butter. Think about that. I want you to say that to yourself. I am the butter. While you're just trying to save the universe. Yeah. And boom. Gravity. And no sooner do we have gravity than he finds a way to use it to hurt himself.
Up is down, left is right, xenons are solid, aliens are real. I'm wrong about everything and everything's wrong.
Well, I wouldn't say wrong. You are receiving a lot of new information all at once.
Lefty tighty righty loosey. Oh no!
Yeah, why would you take the alien container and immediately smell it? Ooh. Xenon attack. That was the delayed release on the bomb. He's waiting for you to open it.
You're a long way from home.
Yeah. Y'all have that in common. Presumably, obviously, out there for the same reason. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and say it. The Iridian ship is far more capable than the Hail Mary. Wow. To just be able to, at will, create a connection tunnel like that, that's pretty impressive. But also pretty scary, just like, hey, walk down the dark tunnel in space. Wow. I didn't remember it being quite as much of a jump scare. All right. Yeah, you're going to have to accept that they didn't come all this way to kill you. I mean, there's some real artistry going on here. Very good at creating these different forms out of this metal xenon.
You want me to go back in my ship? But I just got here.
It is a little bit of a mixed signal. It's like, hey, you just came all the way over here. Now go back. We created this whole tunnel for you to come over here for us to tell you to get out of here. Ah. So they don't retract the entire walkway. They're trying to show you, hey, follow us. But they couldn't do it. They couldn't start doing it while they were still attached. They could rip them both apart. It needs gravity, needs pressure, but also needs light. So it's not quite so dark over there. Ooh. Yep, pressurized means pressurized.
I made you a ship. It's ramen.
I mean, a little less sophisticated, but still the thought that counts, you know?
Hi.
Yeah, really, how do you interact in that moment in a way that you can actually have any meaningful exchange with each other? I mean, you don't know if that's a sign of aggression. You don't know what that is. It was pretty startling, for sure. That is an interesting kind of disarming tactic. It's like, hey, I'll mimic you. Now that's just adorable. That's going to get everybody loving him right off the bat.
Can't seem to see your face.
They did such a great job of making him seem like a legitimate life form. Again, a legitimate life form unlike anything else we've ever seen, but still.
You're pointing. You're not tapping. Sorry.
First contact with another intelligent being, and you're already pissing him off.
Take off my head? Take my helmet off.
I mean, it is a lot of trust to give for someone you just met, that they know what they're doing.
O2. This is oxygen.
I mean, even for not being able to speak to each other, he still is pretty good at understanding what he's pantomiming. I mean, it's so great to have that moment rewarded. That was such a scary moment, to trust that he was going to be okay.
I'm gonna call you Rocky, because you look like a giant rock.
There, we got the name officially in the movie now.
You see the numbers? Jazz hands means good.
I mean, where does jazz hands not mean good? It's always generally a jovial thing.
Is our thumbs up. We do the thumbs up. It's close enough.
Yeah, I mean, everything else is opposite. We can do thumbs up means thumbs down, or other way around.
What have we got here?
Boom. Everything pops violently. You know, everything is scary, at least in the beginning.
I showed you a clock, and you're showing me a clock. We're clock bros.
Cut to each of them having a shirt that says Clock Bros on it.
Rocky.
That is a long name. Takes a bit to say.
My name is Grace. What's your word for my name?
I mean, to be fair, you could just make up whatever word you want.
He puts on a little puppet show for me and my tiny brain, and you know what? I don't mind it. He's kind of growing on me. At least he's not growing in me, you know? It was a concern.
That's a funny turn. He's growing on me. At least he's not growing in me. You know, at least he's not like a parasitic thing taking me over. I'll take that.
We call it astrophage. Astrophage on me, star, bad. Same.
They're really doing some incredible work here, learning to communicate so they can work together. This is a hard work and it takes a long time.
23.
Wow. Lost so many people. That's a horrible tragedy. It was bad enough that Grace lost 2.
Sorry. How did they die? Oh. There were 3 of us and 2 died on the way here.
Wow. Imagine to be there, to be the hope of your species, and to have your entire crew pretty much die and have no idea why. Have no idea how.
Now it's only me.
Yeah, Rocky. Damn right, Rocky. Damn right.
Deal.
1000%, Rocky. They're going to do it together. That's amazing. I don't care how many times I see that. That's going to make me cry every time.
Fist bump.
It's beautiful. And then they follow it with the humor.
Fist my bump.
The fist my bump thing. The ongoing joke.
That is a great question. You know what? Try this.
Why is a school teacher in space?
Can't unhear it, really.
Scary.
I mean, it even scared the hell out of Rocky. It sounds like Venom, but actually somebody else said Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget. That's a good one, too.
Why is a school teacher in space?
She can do anything.
They got Meryl Streep to come in just to drop that quick cameo.
Why is a school teacher in space?
Not bad.
I like.
There we go. Hey, pleasant to listen to, unassuming.
29,000 seconds, and then we
Wake up.
Oh, understand.
Very important to have the difference between sleeping and dying. It's an important distinction.
Iridians must watch sleep.
can unpack that tomorrow.
Rocky watch crew many days. Crew no. Wake up.
Wow. And we go to Rocky's trauma of, 23. Or I couldn't remember if the 23 included him, but that's a lot of tragedy to endure.
So many sides of you lately, and it's great. Right now I'm seeing the underside of you.
I don't think he wanted to see the underside. I think he was saying, can't seem to escape it.
We have the option in our lives on our terms.
I want to do a lethal injection with a little bit of heroin.
I will have what she's having.
To be jovial about how you're going to your life once it comes to time for that. I guess better than the alternative, being too grim about it.
I don't have the bravery gene that you all have.
It's not a gene. You just need to find someone to be brave for.
Yeah, I suspect that Grace will find that someone to be brave for. And it won't even be a question when it comes to that point.
Movement detected.
Things are never going to be the same.
Hi, Grace.
You're in a ball.
So Rocky, no Diane, Grace atmosphere. I come up.
Oh, you
Let's just say Rocky does not understand boundaries. It's like an uninvited house guest just shows up and won't leave. He's lucky he's cute.
Dirty, 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 dirty. Why room so messy?
Well,
What's
sorry.
this room for garbage? Oh.
Is this room for garbage? Yeah, this is the garbage room. We just throw all the garbage in here, Rocky.
Rocky will build workshop here. We'll need much room for Rocky and much less space for Grace.
Will be much room for Rocky and much less space for Grace. Rocky's going to take over Grace's ship.
We're two distinct individuals, both working on our distinct individual parts of that mission. Separately. Okay. Where's my bedroom?
Did not listen at all to what Grace was saying. Like, still going to be staying here in your ship with you so we can work more closely together.
He tells me what to do. He tells me why to do it. He tells me how to do it. He tells me when to do it. And then when I do it, he's like, what are you doing?
He tells him everything to do and then says, what are you doing? That's hilarious.
Grace looks disgust when eat.
How do you look when you eat?
It look beautiful.
Rocky, I'm sorry to disagree with you right off the bat, but I don't think it looks beautiful when anyone eats.
Oh my God.
Oh, Jesus. That looks horrific.
Who is Grace talking to? Question.
There's no way you can hear me right now.
Can hear. Who are you talking to?
God, look at this. Look how far away he is.
I mean, he is a being that communicates with echolocation, but that is an incredible ability to hear him from that far away.
I think the radiation is what made your crew sick, Rock. The astrophage probably just protected you from it. This isn't something that you could have fixed.
It is interesting, this idea that Rocky is incredibly smart on certain things, but then other things, it's like he's educating him on some of the most basic things for the first time, because it's not stuff his people know about.
Because the solar system is constantly moving, the Petrova line's going to constantly be moving. Still want it?
Yes, showtime. Use planet gravity to move with line.
I didn't think of that.
I did.
Yes, showtime. And I thought of it. Rocky does not have any timidity himself either. He's very unintentionally funny.
Arrival at Tau 30 in 11 days.
Thank you, Mary.
Welcome, Dr. Gray.
Thank you, Mary.
Taped a hat to the ball for Rocky. That's funny.
The beach is always changing. You could go to the same spot every day. You're always looking at a different beach.
That's pretty amazing that Rocky could find a way to create a device that allows him to be able to see all of this stuff through echolocation.
Oh, yeah, that's in 3 Apollo trains.
And he shows him the movie Rocky. They've spent a lot of time in this room, it seems like.
I say either, you say.
Say either.
No. I say neither, you say.
Neither.
No.
I mean, there's not much you can do more for Iridian Earthling relations than to do karaoke with each other.
You got a mate?
Yes.
What's their name?
Again, Iridians' long names take forever to introduce people.
Grace have mate?
No. I mean, I did. Now she's with Mark.
Rocky hate Mark.
Rocky goes straight there. He's a real one. Grace is his friend. He's not putting up with this.
How long you been together?
186.3 years.
It's a long time. You've been together a long time.
Is not enough.
Yeah. If you really love somebody, no amount of time is enough. Never will be enough.
You're very mysterious.
No, I'm not.
I always wanted to be mysterious. Talk too much. It's my problem.
Yep, that'll kill the mystery. You keep rambling on until you have nothing else to talk about. Like making reaction videos.
It is such a weird party. Everyone's so happy. People are hooking up and they all know they're gonna die.
You're trying to celebrate life while you still have an opportunity to. Remember what you're doing all this for, you know? Saying goodbye to Earth, to life on Earth. This is a beautiful scene. This was an improv. Sandra Hüller, she's a really good singer. Ryan heard her singing and basically convinced her to do this.
Just stop your crying, it's a sign of the times.
And it ends up being one of the most beautiful and memorable parts of the movie.
But you ain't really good.
Imagine the perspective of all these people. It's the last thing they would have ever expected out of her. And not only is she doing it, but it's amazing. It does make you wonder a little bit that if Grace had stayed, like if they didn't need him to go, might there have been something between the two of them? Maybe.
We can meet again someday.
She's starting to lose it, and she's looking at him. I think that might signal something.
And that is enough.
And that is enough. And fun time is over. Mandatory sanctioned fun has ended.
It is time go.
It's time go.
It is indeed time go, fellas. Boom. That is just really pretty, no matter how many times you see it.
What is Grace doing? Question?
Having a moment.
Yeah, Rock, you got to give him a second. You know, it's been tough. There's been a lot of stress. You got to take beauty where you can find it.
Discover something, you get to name it. Maybe go with something personal.
Need human word for rocky mate.
Adrian.
Is beautiful.
It's a good thing he liked it. Although, to be fair, at this point, he had seen the movie. So it is funny. I've seen other people not get that because they don't know the movie.
Well, that's weird. It's the same amount, both coming and going.
Yeah, I would say so. You expect different results.
It's bacteria, it's protozoa.
It's like cells on Erin.
And Earth. There's life on Adrian.
I love how they sell shock with Rocky and that he dropped his tool.
Yeah. You said it, buddy.
Rocky is psyched. You better figure out what he means, Grace.
Life on Adrian makes astrophage die.
Like a predator.
Yes. If we bring Predator home, our stars not die.
Why didn't you just say that?
Hey, he was doing his best. He was excited. We just figured out the solution to this huge problem for the whole universe. It's a big deal.
Grace go on hull to reel it in. If ship not at precise angle and speed, we die. Example.
I love how he has to give an example of what it'll look like if they die.
No, left. Be left. More left. More left. No, it's bad. Grace Rocky dead. All Rocky plural. All Earth die. We die. We die.
I don't know how helpful Rocky's commentary is. It's not very encouraging.
Why not you tell them yourself when you return home?
This is a one-way ticket for me, pal.
So, Grace die?
Once we're done, I'm gonna die.
Wow. You knew this was going to come out, and you knew that people dying is a sore spot for Rocky after what he went through. I mean, it's a sore spot for everybody, but...
Listen, I got to meet you. I got to do all this amazing stuff. I'm good. I've made peace with it.
Yeah, you only do stuff like that when you're not really given a choice. You don't have a choice but to accept it and have to make peace with it. The only thing keeping him going basically is the idea that he's out there to do something worthwhile to help.
You need word.
What word do you need?
To risk self, to help another.
Dumb.
He says dumb because that's how he feels, but he gives him the right word. So that's nice of him. And to himself. He needs to know that what he's done is brave.
How much astrophage you need? Question?
He's sitting there with his hand doing that. He's calculating.
2 million kilograms.
I can give.
Just that simple. All of a sudden there's hope.
Grace say Grace will die. Rocky fix.
As a real friend, Rocky is a good person.
Grace go home.
Okay.
Beautiful moment. And it's so important, I feel like, to their relationship and Rocky as a character. I'll talk about it in a minute. To just have these moments where it sits with him and he breaks down, it sells the emotion of the moment. It's so beautiful to them to share this together. For him to believe he could actually continue living.
I thought you made peace.
I didn't mean any of that.
Yeah, who would? You're just doing your best to keep going, you know? Rocky not understanding the nature of a hug. That's adorable, the way they did that.
I have a great teacher. Can you take a compliment, please?
No.
It's an order.
Also very funny. He's like, can you take a compliment? That's an order for somebody who really struggles to take compliments.
What are you going to do for the next 20 years? You got a plan?
I wonder if they might have been something, if they'd had the chance. Oop, and there it goes. Yeah, you didn't expect a nice moment with the two of them to be ripped apart by a huge explosion like that.
Manual mode activated.
Wow. For someone with no pilot training experience, except what he's been able to gain on this mission with Rocky's help. This is a dangerous mission anyway, but especially under those circumstances.
It's now or never.
It's a hell of a plan. I didn't realize what those were that were falling off. They're spools, as it spools out more and more and more chain.
It's fine. It's just this guy is slightly on fire.
It's fine. It's just terrifying, and we could die.
You can't just say words of encouragement.
Words of great encouragement.
Well, that fixes it. You know, words of great encouragement. Well, that's an entirely different thing. Sounds like a machine gun as it's taking up all that chain. Ooh, yikes.
Collector should be here soon.
Yeah, it's here.
Amaze.
Yeah, get it and get inside. Holy crap. Do not drop that. Yeah, get inside, Grace. Quickly. You are descending faster than you expected. And now you've lost the collector.
Great. Status update.
Come on, Grace.
Okay.
I'm inside with Predator Collector now.
Yeah, whatever you do, you got to do it fast. You are out of time.
No, Grace. Bad idea. Come inside.
Be there in a minute.
Grace will die. No.
It's a huge, huge risk. But he's also not wrong. They might not get another chance at this. Get inside, quickly. That was action movie stuff, but you gotta hurry.
Gravity's tearing the ship apart!
We leave now. Question?
Leave now. Statement.
I always love that part. We leave now, question. We leave now, statement. We get the hell out of here as fast as we possibly can.
Need to get into orbit or we'll crash!
I have an idea. First, no crash, then not explode. Deal?
Deal!
It sounds like a pretty straightforward plan. I think we could all get on board with that. It looks like something is chasing them.
Now?
Now! Can we do it?
Yeah, not quite. Almost.
Why ship moving? Question.
There's a hole in it!
Hull breach.
They really know how to put their characters at risk. They are getting them so close to the line of everything just not working. Both of them dying and it just being over. Ooh, and this is the other moment that I'm already gonna cry because I know what's happening. Where Rocky is not just a comedy relief character. He's a hero. This is such a huge risk. This is so dangerous. But he didn't have any choice. They'll both die. Jesus. He's literally burning as he does all of this to save both of their lives. I was convinced that Rocky was going to die. He's burning. He's smoking right now just by being in his atmosphere. And even with that, Grace is his friend, and he's taking him to a med bay to make sure he gets medical attention. And he might have died without it, you know? I thought that was it. When I first saw that, I thought that was it. I thought he got him there and collapsed and then he was going to be gone.
1 nanogram of astrophage just isn't enough to blow up a building.
The quartermaster.
As a hell of an emotional punch of a scene. But it's also this thing of they talk about finding someone to be brave for. Rocky was brave for him, which then is part of Grace being brave later too.
We launch on schedule with a replacement science officer.
Okay, but who?
Yeah, you should know who. For someone who's supposed to be so smart, you're pretty dumb.
I don't have any training.
We'll pick it up. I'm not an astronaut. I put the not in astronaut.
I mean, he's not wrong. He has no idea what he's doing, but there's really no choice at this point.
This might be very hard for you to understand, but some people are failures. Some people don't rise to the challenge.
You've been present for every major scientific or strategic meeting we've had on the mission.
What Grace doesn't realize at this point is that sometimes the people who end up doing these incredible things do it because they're called to do it, not because they chose it, not because they even want it, because they were needed and there was no other choice.
You're asking me right now to give up my life.
I am. We all are.
Can I think about this?
You have 3 hours.
It's like, dude, everybody is going to die. Everybody. I'm not one for superseding someone's personal autonomy at all. But if it's one person versus 8 billion, then you have to be willing to do that, as hard as it is. Look at all of that, just all the ash. I remember being shocked when he woke up that he didn't see Rocky laying there dead next to him. And even here, I guess it looked different to me when I first saw it. It didn't even look like he got back inside of it. It looked like it was open to the elements still. But he's hurt really, really badly.
I want you to sleep, Pop. But, you gotta wake up.
This is kind of a beautiful moment, too, in that he doesn't have his translator on. Not getting a translation of what he's saying. They just know each other enough as friends that he knew what he was saying.
I'm not sure what to do. I made him a heat lamp, and he left me one last message.
Yeah, it's just moments like that get you. He thought he was leaving what could have potentially been his last message before he died. Please save my planet. Please save the world I love and the people I care about on it. Make my death mean something too, or my potential death. It's such an incredible moment. And he doesn't even have anyone to share it with. He's all alone because Rocky's unconscious. Just to realize that you discovered the thing that everybody hoped you would, the thing that can save everybody. You did it. This long shot mission that nobody thought had much of a chance to work. You made it worth something. You should feel incredible about that. Now you just got to stay alive long enough to get it back to your planets.
Right now I'm calling it Talmiba, and I'm sure that when you wake up you'll have a lot to say about why that's a bad name, because
he misses him and knows him so well that he's basically arguing for him on his behalf.
now we're just a couple of very cool dudes with their very own strain of nitrogen-resistant Talmiba. You gotta wake up because I don't know how to get your half of the Talmiba to Arid.
This has to be nerve-wracking for him because he has no way to know that Rocky's ever going to wake up again. As he kind of can't carry out what Rocky needs for his people because he doesn't know how to get back there. Yeah. That's right. Just that little hand, a little bit of hope. He made it. That obnoxious ball that he rolls around in. Never been so happy to see it. Oh, careful, Rock. You're still healing. Yep, let it set in. There you go. And he immediately leans up into the hug because he's learned. That's great.
Did we find Predator? No is yes.
Grace, this is not the time to mess with Rocky. He's been through a lot. Just give him the good news.
Amaze, amaze, amaze.
Amaze, amaze, amaze indeed.
We can go home.
We can go home.
Fist my bump.
No.
I mean, close enough. Come on. He's throwing an extra word in there.
Special clothing for celebration.
You're making me think that I have to up my game.
I mean, to be fair, I think Rocky's outfit was a little more impressive, but, you know, it's the thought that counts. That's adorable.
It's Earth, so you can remember me.
Rocky can't forget. I didn't get you anything.
You gave me everything.
Wow. Even emotional saying that, because he's like, he literally knows that he could not have done this without Rocky.
It'd be pretty cool to see your ship.
I mean, it was an improvisation, but like, doesn't seem like the most user-friendly suit on a long-term basis, you know? Wow. Just amazing the concept of how differently all of this functions when you're dealing with people who don't need light and, you know, you use echolocation.
I can't do it. I can't do it. You'll find a solution.
You are my solution.
Yeah, you still don't get it, buddy. Like, she doesn't want to do what she knows she has to do, but she honestly has no choice.
Grace, we will lose a quarter of the world's population in the next 30 years.
She's supposed to go to the world and say, well, sorry, we have to cancel all of it. This one guy says no. She can't do that.
You just can't talk me into it.
I am trying to make you understand what I'm about to do next.
Yeah, she's trying to make you understand why she has no choice, and neither do you.
Mission plan will state that we induced your coma early to maximize your safety. You will be remembered as a hero.
This is
I have to do it.
Again, what is she supposed to go do? Go to the rest of the world and say, sorry, this one guy said no, so we're all going to die.
Let's keep talking about it.
Sit down and we do it differently.
Again, I want to make it clear, I'm not somebody who advocates for actively violating someone's personal autonomy like this. Their freedom, their ability to make decisions for their life. But this is not normal circumstances, and everyone's going to die.
Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it!
You know who you are. You're gonna do great.
It didn't occur to me before, but those are the last words he heard any person say to him, I think, because he goes unconscious after that. It was Carl telling him he's going to do great.
Well, my friend.
Yes, friend.
Not sure what to say, so.
Yeah, how do you encapsulate everything you guys have been through together?
You are bravest human I have ever met. I only meet one human, and is you.
I get it.
Rocky finally starts to understand human humor, let's say. The humor of Earth.
Goodbye.
No understand word.
How do you say goodbye back home?
I mean, it's more interesting when Rocky does it. He has ridges to play like sound when he does his. It has been a long journey. Beautiful and difficult and ultimately incredible. Made a true friendship and also learned a lot about themselves and each other. Surprised you could still see him from that far away, but I guess his echolocation goes pretty far. Yeah, two ships headed off their own directions in victory of a mission well completed. If only it were that simple.
Contaminant detected.
There's a leak. The problem is the xenonite.
At least he woke up. Imagine how much of a disaster this could have been if he hadn't. Jeez. You better hurry, bub. It's getting worse by the moment.
Rocky's ship is built of xenonite. He won't be able to find the leak because the leak is the ship itself.
Yeah, about the worst possible situation that he could have.
His life support systems will fail. And if that doesn't kill him, the radiation sickness will. He's looking at a long, slow, painful death alone.
There's no choice. You can't leave him like that. Complete failure of his ship, all his systems, his world will die. The solar system around it, just catastrophically bad.
I can't do both. I can go home, or I can save Rocky.
Yeah, this is not a choice. You can send the thing you need home, and go save Rocky. There's no reality in which you can live with yourself letting that happen to Rocky.
I've sent you detailed logs of all of our findings, and enough Talmiba for you to start your very own Talmiba farm. At least I never have to hear you say, I told you so, even though you were right.
It's nice of him to say that. it would be very understandable for him not to forgive her. But for him to realize that she had no choice and to at least give her that much peace, to know that he realizes why she did what she did and he forgives her for it. And even this is a Hail Mary. This isn't guaranteed to work, but there's no choice. He has to try. Grace has gotten considerably braver with his spacewalk, the activities he does floating around in space and walking on stuff in space. Just leaped out of his ship with nothing but a security line attached to him. Come on, Rocky. Because that's the thing. This is, again, why this is a risk, a Hail Mary. Grace could have done all of this just to get to Rocky, only to get there and have it be too late. Have Rocky already be gone. There you go. Sometimes hope is actually rewarded. Bravery is actually rewarded. I'm sure he has to be ecstatic to see him. Had no reason to believe that he was going to make it.
I'm here, buddy.
Their relationship is really beautiful. They've done such an incredible job building this friendship in this movie in ways that would have been very unexpected.
I am not Rocky from movie.
I've sent you detailed logs of all of our findings. Hopefully it all makes sense. And if not, you'll figure it out. As the Iridians say.
You know, similarly, Strat had to believe that she may never hear from him either. We don't know everything she's been through. I've heard there's a lot more in the book about what happened to her after, like in the years since he's been gone. And it hadn't all been nice, let's put it that way. I mean, Grace has set himself up a nice little house here.
Good morning, Armando. You shouldn't.
And there's something just about that impatience that automatically symbolizes Rocky.
Why always got to be so early?
And the fact that Grace has been around him long enough now that he can just speak to him, or they can each understand each other without the translator. Got a machine to make waves. I mean, this is pretty fancy.
Can we talk about the water temperature a little bit? It's amazing, just that you've done it at all.
Man, Rocky has really got to believe in the structural integrity of that little suit he's wearing.
Yeah, pal.
I really like that that's the case, that it's not that he's trapped there, not to say that he hasn't made peace with being there, but...
Can I think about it?
that he actually has a choice, to potentially go home if he wants to.
Good morning, class.
Goes all this way, finds his way back to being a teacher again. Amazing.
Who can tell me the speed of light?
Teaching Iridian children. That's beautiful. What else can we say, folks? Let's go to the wrap-up. It was just such an unexpectedly good movie. You know what I mean? Not to say that there would be any reason to think it wouldn't be good, but just I had no idea what it was going into it. And it could have been, halfway good movie, still decent watch, still decent enough to go see. It was just a great movie. It just really was. There's just so much that they did so well in here. I know they took some diversions from the book, even in the character design for Grace. Apparently Grace in the book was older, so there were fans of the book that were hesitant when they heard that Ryan Gosling was cast in this role. But from what I've heard, pretty much everybody thought he did an amazing job. But they just sell so many different important parts of this story so well. One of the things I mentioned about Grace staying on Arid long term, again, they have all the Iridian scientists, or at least a fair amount of them, that are dedicated to making sure Grace, sustaining this habitat they've built for him basically, and all this stuff that he needs. I wondered about like food, clothing, especially food, like produce stuff that he can continue to exist and hopefully on the food front have it not be a horrible experience. I guess they could have taken what food he had left on the ship and analyze it and figure out ways to create new food for him so that they could feed him in perpetuity. Yeah, a lot of logistical things to figure out for sure. I mean, a lot of logistical things to figure out even if he went home. I mean, he's on Arid. I mean, Rocky was already far from home and Grace was far from home. Arid could be even further away from Earth than Tau Ceti, where they ended up trying to figure out how to, save their planets. So you could have Grace on the Hail Mary headed home for decades for all we know. So it's not a small decision to make. I don't know if they could put him in some kind of cryostasis. If he was on there for too long, by the time he got home, he could have just died from old age by then. All kinds of things to figure. I said it during the reaction, and I still think it's incredibly important. I think it's so important the way they structured this story, the way Andy Weir structured this story, and the way they did in the movie, in that it's not the Ryan Gosling movie, the Ryland Grace movie, and Rocky is just this kind of quirky alien sidekick that he acquires along the way. Rocky made real contributions. They had a real friendship where they relied on each other, they supported each other, they cared about each other. Grace did things that legitimately helped and even saved Rocky and his planet and his people, and Rocky did the very same for Grace. Saved his life. Was very, very smart, came up with things that Grace couldn't come up with on his own, but also quite literally saved his life at different points. Each of them could not have accomplished what they did without the other. Gave Grace hope that he wasn't just going to die out in space, that he would give him means by which to get home, at least at that point in the movie. They were both made infinitely better by the other's presence and by the other's involvement in their part of the mission and in their life. And neither would have been able to accomplish what they did without the other. And their friendship was just something that was very beautiful. I mean, everyone deserves a lot of credit. Andy Weir deserves credit, Ryan Gosling deserves credit, the other actors and the director of this. The puppeteer for Rocky and voice for Rocky deserves a ton of credit too, because that performance is what breathes life into that character. James Ortiz as Rocky, it says. He was the puppeteer for Rocky, and from what I understood, there were multiple puppeteers for Rocky, but he was one of them. He was providing the voice that Ryan Gosling was acting against during the scenes, because he was there, and they were going to obviously put in a different voice for Rocky later, but when they did, I think it says that he also provided the voice, with Ortiz also providing the artificial voice assigned to him. Yeah, so when they got to that point, they couldn't think of a better voice than what this person organically provided to Rocky as a voice. So all of the people who puppeted Rocky, but James Ortiz in particular, for providing the voice and being one of the puppeteers, they all deserve an incredible amount of credit for the life they were able to breathe into this very non-human character. More so, again, than I believe would have been possible with computer animation, with CG effects. I think everything has its place. I think there's amazing things that can be accomplished with CG that couldn't be accomplished any other way. But there is still something to live performance capture. That's why I think is one of the wonderful things about performance capture in general, is that it can be a marrying of those two worlds. But this was just straight up, at least for the most part, straight up old school puppetry. And it shows you how important that can still be and how authentic, just the amount of realism that can be brought into a character like this through those means. So that's why you see people advocating when it comes to like Star Wars movies and things like that, to not go too hard into the computer effects. It's like, we want practical, we want it to be there, you see it, feel it, for it to look real. And there's only, at least at this point, there's only so much of that you can obtain with computer effects. They're getting better all the time, but there's so much good about this movie, I don't know where to focus. I just feel like everything they did so effectively. It's just an incredibly enjoyable movie on so many fronts. It's a great dramatic movie. It's a disaster movie of a kind, like you're trying to figure out this big problem. There's a good amount of comedy in here. It's a friendship story. It's a good sci-fi movie. There's just so many things that are done well, so many things going for it. Really narrows the window of people who wouldn't enjoy this movie. They got to be out there, I'm sure. There's got to be people out there like, I don't know what everyone's talking about. This wasn't that great. But I loved this movie. If you're here watching this with me, I'm assuming you loved this movie. And that's all I have to say about it. So one more time before we get out of here, I want to remind you to check out the Patreon. The full-length reaction to this movie is available over on the Patreon right now. There's other full-length movie reactions over there, exclusive television show reactions, all kinds of stuff. I hope you go check it out and consider becoming a patron. Any support that you offer over there or over here is always greatly appreciated. And speaking of over here, if you'd be so kind as to go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button, click the bell so you can see when I'm putting out new videos. And a special thank you to my Seen Everything patrons, Aunt Vess and Stevie, thank you so much for your support. That is it, folks. I appreciate you being here to watch this one with me. I really enjoyed it, and I will see you on the next video. Take care.